Hey guys, it's Vlogmas Day 15. It's on days like this when I am so incredibly grateful that I work from home as often as I do. The job before this one, I had to physically go in the office 4 days a week and was only able to work from home 1 day a week. The job itself was an hour away from me one way, so I drove 8 hours a week. It was causing issues with my neck and my back, just sitting up that long, just driving that much. It was just a lot. And obviously, if something happened to one of my babies, I'd be too far away to do anything about it. Fortunately, nothing did, but that was always kind of a fear. So, this particular job, I work from home 80% of the time, which is awesome. And today came in handy. I had my ringer off because I went into the office yesterday and had my phone on vibrate, so I forgot to put the volume back on. But my husband was still home, and he woke me up and was like, "Babe, the nurse just called. Our daughter is sick. She has a fever." I was like, "Oh, what?" Because my daughter has a lot of health challenges, but in terms of like a sick, like getting a cold, that doesn't happen often. But because of some of her health challenges, she does take this medication that she takes through an infusion that she has to get every 6 weeks. That medication lowers her immune system, so she is more susceptible to getting sick compared to other kids. But she still doesn't get sick that often. And so as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, let me hop up. What do I need to do? And fortunately, like I said, cars, this is how God puts everything in motion. This happened on a day when I worked from home. B, my husband was still home and answered the phone. A lot of times there's a number that we don't recognize. We may not answer it, but my husband answered it right away, and I was able to do whatever I need to do. And C, my car was fixed. I didn't have to wait to call an Uber to pick up my baby. I was able to literally throw some clothes on, hop in a car, and drive the 6 minutes to my baby's school myself and pick up my child. The nurse said that I guess while she was in class, her stomach was hurting. She looked like she was near tears, so her stomach was hurting her. And I guess when she first got to the nurse's office, her fever was 99, then it was 101, then it went down to 100.8. And I was like, okay. So when she left home this morning, she did not have a fever, and she didn't say anything about any pain. She just said she was tired. Like, she was like, oh, mommy, I didn't sleep that well. And she said I slept weird last night. And I think what she meant is that it was difficult for her to sleep through the night. And she was just like, I think I'm too sleepy to go to school. I was like, oh no, baby, you're okay. I was like, I'm sure the cold air will wake you up. And by the time you get to school, you'll be refreshed and everything. Because I'm not thinking anything of it. So when I see her, she's, when she has a fever, the few times she's had a fever, it takes a lot out of her. And she's normally like very clingy, but also moving really slow, just looking really sad and downcast. And when I picked her up, we went to the store, went to the grocery store to make sure I specifically got her fever medication. So she's walking with me, but holding her little hand, I could feel her trembling, and she was cold from the fever. She was like, had chills. And I was like, oh, that broke my heart. So we got home. I was like, okay, Ladybug, you can, you know, put your pajamas back on and you can lay down. She is not a little girl that takes naps anymore. She's 9, she's a little older. She don't do naps, right? So whenever I even hint at a nap, she's like, oh, no, mommy, I'm not sleepy. So I'm like, okay, you can just lay down. You gotta take a nap, but just like lay down. She comes home. I take her earrings out. She goes in her room to close the door, put her pajamas on. I'm like, okay. She doesn't come back out. And I'm like, I have to give her medicine. I go into her room. This little girl's already under the covers with her favorite stuffed animal, a little zebra named Zoe. And she is like already half asleep. I was like, baby, let's do some medicine in you, then I'll let you rest. And I just went to check on her. She is fast asleep. The cover's over her head completely. But I mainly want to check on her because she said her stomach was hurting. She said she didn't feel like she had to throw up. But obviously, I just want to make sure she doesn't inadvertently throw it while she's in bed. So I have heard that there's something going around. Even when we went in the grocery store, looking in the aisle with all the medicine, there were so many empty spaces, guys. The people are getting sick. Um, so obviously I'm going to monitor it. That's how my day's going so far as a mommy. Taking care of my little girl. I hate when I hate when either of my babies are sick because it doesn't happen often. Like my son almost never gets sick. Like he's pretty healthy, and in our household, knock on wood or whatever, he and I are the only ones who have not had COVID. In the 4 years that this thing has been around, my son and I are the only ones who have escaped it. My husband had it pretty early on, and my daughter actually had it last year around this time. And we thought that, she may have to miss Christmas, but fortunately, she got better like 2 days before Christmas. So, yeah, my poor little ladybug. That's how the day's starting. I mean, the one good thing about me getting her is that and not the one good thing, but my supervisor is supposed to have a one-on-one with her, like just a little discussion. And she knows me personally and knows like my kids. And I told her what's going on. She's like, "Oh, I hope she feels better. No problem. We can reschedule." So, I'm just gonna be at home all day, monitoring her behavior, monitoring her fever, and just giving her plenty of liquids, and just watching over my baby girl. So pray that she's okay. Pray that this is just a fly by night kind of thing. This isn't something that'll be long lasting. This isn't something that's overly contagious, because obviously I don't want my son or me and my husband getting sick either. So yeah, just pray for my little girl when you guys get a chance, okay? There's something I'm supposed to be doing today. You guys almost forgot. It's the 15th, right? Then we're supposed to be starting the 10 days of Christmas. I have not finished that advent calendar. So you guys will walk with me while I finish that. I need to decorate it. I got to write the stuff down and put them in there. Like, I haven't done anything except hot glue them daggone toilet paper rolls together. So I need to get on the good foot and decorate it, make it look pretty with some ribbon, some wrapping paper or something. But I've literally done nothing. So hopefully I can do that this afternoon. And then my babies can start pulling things from there this evening. So, yeah, that'll be the goal for today. So I'll check in with you guys in a minute. Hey guys, just want to give you an update on my baby girl. So we came home, I gave her medicine, she took a nap for about an hour and a half. She got up and was ready to watch TV. So she did that, and I took her temperature when she got up, and it was 99.8. So I was like, okay, low grade fever, but not terrible. She had lunch. She didn't eat most of the lunch, so doesn't really have an appetite. She's had water, had liquids, gave her some more medicine, took a temperature again, and last time I checked it, it was 100.8. So it's flip-flopping, it's going up, it's going down, it's not being very consistent. She claims that she's feeling a little stuffy. I'm not hearing her cough and sneeze, but she's saying that she's coughed and sneezed. I don't really know for certain. So yeah, I'm just kind of monitoring it right now. Before she goes to bed, I'm probably going to give her a COVID test just to rule that out. I'm really hoping and praying that's not it, but I'm going to give her a COVID test later today. Right now, she's in bed, curled up under her covers, looking so pitiful and sad, watching TV. I'm hoping that she'll go back to sleep for a little bit just because she needs rest, and I'm going to check on her in about 30 or 40 minutes just to see how she's feeling, see if she needs anything, make sure she's drinking the water I left in there. But yeah, that's where she is. In the meantime, I'm in my room, as you can see, because of all this stuff in the back. And I am looking for some new podcasts to listen to. Right now, I have their merch on. The Read, it's been on for 11 years. I'm listening to them. I listen to Getting Grown. I listen to Here's the Thing. And I listen to The Bald and the Beautiful, which is hosted by Katya and Trixie Mattel, two drag queens. But I'm looking for other ones, and I realized that as much as I love documentaries, as much as I like true crime TV shows, I've never listened to a true crime podcast. So on Amazon Prime, they have a lot of options. So I'm subscribing to a few of them, and I'm just thinking about stuff that I like. Like, I like watching documentaries on history, so I think I want to find some history ones. I know Will Smith has one. I've never listened to his before. His is kind of whatever for me, but what kind of podcasts do you guys like listening to? If you guys have any recommendations, I would love to hear them. So if you can recommend any podcasts for me, definitely leave them below. I don't typically like podcasts that are like related to like self-help or like educational podcasts. Like, I don't like that. I like hearing stories. So I think that's why true crime would be a good fit for me, because I like storytelling. I'm a writer and I'm an avid reader. So I think stories, comedy is good. Maybe a podcast about music. There's one podcast that I subscribe to on Amazon Prime that is called 1 Year, and I guess every episode they talk about major events and major people who are essential for that year. So they have one whole season about 1977, another one about 1995. So I think that'd be kind of interesting, because that, is history related to storytelling. So I'll probably hear about people and events that I'm not familiar with. So I'm kind of excited to listen to that one. yeah, so just let me know. Just leave some comments below about some podcasts that you guys recommend. Yeah, and I said that I needed to do my advent calendar. When I say I've done nothing, this is still what it looks like. I have some really sparkly silver ribbon. So what I at least want to do is wrap the silver ribbon around the outside, and then maybe take some wrapping paper and put it on the back. And then I can start filling it up and put wrapping paper on top, so that way they can just punch through the wrapping paper. So all that sounds very easy. I also think that I'm running out of hot glue. So I think what I'm going to try to do, attempt to do before my son gets home from school, is run to Walmart and buy some more hot glue and put that together and find the list of the things I said I was going to put in there. I know one day they'll bake cookies with mommy. One day we'll just sing Christmas carols. Another day we'll have like a Christmas dance party. Just like small stuff, but it's stuff that they'll get excited about because they'll get to punch, pick a thing every single day. What would be cool is if I also went to like Five Below and got like little small gifts. So maybe one of the things could be like open a gift early and they can just open a little gift kind of thing. So yeah, the goal is to get that done. Work is very, very slow today, so I actually have time, and I could actually probably do that now. Let me do that now. I'm gonna go to Walmart, get some hot glue, go to Five Below, get a couple small gifts, and yeah, we're gonna get this Christmas thing started. I think this would be the perfect thing also to get my daughter. She's still excited about Christmas, but her not feeling well, I want to do something that kind of makes her happy and gets her a little excited about, what's to come, despite how she's feeling on the inside. So I'll take you guys with me to go to Walmart, possibly, maybe, we'll see. Okay, so I didn't take you guys with me when I went out, but I just got back. I ended up not going to Walmart. I went to Michael's, which I forgot. I mean, Michael's, of course, they sell glue sticks here. I don't need to go to Walmart. That's all I was going to get anyway. I went to Michael's, and I was walking around Michael's, and obviously just thinking of cheap stuff I could get that I could use for the advent calendar. Side note, Christmas is 10 days away. So in Michael's, when you walk in, it's a huge display of Valentine's Day stuff. And then all their Christmas stuff is already 60% off. I was like, we didn't even get to Christmas yet. But the wrapping paper, the ornaments, tree toppers, tree skirts, every single thing Christmas related is 40 to 60% off. So if you still need some last minute stuff for Christmas, like decoration, something like that, head to Michael's, because apparently they have this amazing sale. I was like, that's crazy. So I ended up going to Michael's, and I went to Five Below because my whole thing was let me look around and get inspired by some activities I can pick for the advent calendar. So first of all, so this is for the advent calendar, but I got these gift bags. There are 4 of these gift bags, right? 4 nice size gift bags, $1.99. This is on sale because I have a couple of people I bought for that I can't really wrap their gifts. So I was like, this is freaking perfect. And I meant to do that anyway. And I was gonna go to Dollar Tree, but now I gotta go, which is great. So one of the activities is going to be painting a picture. And they have these on sale also at Michael's. Now these aren't Christmas related, but both of my children love to paint. My son is an artist. He loves to paint. He has paint brushes. He has a bunch of different color paints. He has colored pencils. He loves to draw and paint. It's actually one of the things he asked for Christmas for some blank canvases. So they're going to paint a picture one day. So this is a Superwoman. This is obviously from a ladybug. And then since my son is obsessed with geography, I got one of the Earth, and it comes with its own paint and paintbrush and little palette. So they're going to paint one day, which is the easy thing for them to do because here it's Friday. So it's the Friday before, not even the Friday before Christmas actually. It's Friday, December 15th. They are out of school starting next Thursday. So they have 3 more days of school, which means they're going to be home for 2 days next week, 5 days the week after that, and 1 day the week after that. So that's however many days I got to entertain them, right? So also got these. These are some ornaments that they can paint. These were both on sale. They're originally like $1.99. I think they were on sale for who knows how much. But a little Christmas tree, a little snow, well, just a plain ornament with snowflakes on it. So they're going to paint these for one of their activities. And I needed to get some new glue sticks. So I told you I have a glue gun. What I don't have is a purple glue gun. I was like, oh, I have a glue gun at home. Forget it. That glue gun is dead to me now. I found a purple one. I don't care if I need it. It's purple. So of course I need it. So very exciting. This is only $4 anyway. I was like, perfect. So I am ready to get my glue gun on. Very excited. And like I said, this is what it looks like right now. I have over there somewhere, I have wrapping paper. So my plan now is to put the colored wrapping paper, like the actual design, put that on one side, and then, you know, the back of wrapping paper is white, so I want to put the white on this side that they're actually going to see. That way I can write numbers 1 through 10 and they know which ones to open. They're actually spending 2 nights with my parents starting next weekend. They're going to be there Friday to Sunday from the 22nd to 24th. So I told my mother already about the advent calendar, so I'm going to make sure that I craft specific activities for those days that they can do at my parents' house. So my parents won't have to put a lot of work in. It just be something small like, oh, read a Christmas story together, watch a Christmas movie together. It just be something really small like that. But either way, I had that. And this is something I already had that I didn't really know what to do with. So it's just like some glittery ribbon. So I figure I can wrap that around the advent calendar maybe. And like I said, use the wrapping paper, and that should really be that. At Five Below, all I did was get 2 gifts because one of the advent calendar items is going to be opening a gift early. I don't want it to be one of the gifts that's already under the tree or anything in their stocking, so I bought these gifts specifically for them to open as part of the advent calendar. So, you know, I call my daughter Ladybug, and she likes the show Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir. So I got a little puzzle. This was $5 from Five Below. And my son, one of the things he put on his Christmas list are headphones. So I just got him some blue headphones. It was like $7 at Five Below. And that's it. So, oh no, something else is in here. Oh, that's just my wallet. I ain't get anything else. But yeah, so that's it. So I am going to start decorating. Let me see. I have about 30 minutes before my son gets home. So I want to I'll wrap the gifts last, I think. I really want to get the advent calendar, at least get the glittery stuff on. So I think I'm going to wrap this ribbon around the advent calendar first. And then I'll have to put the wrapping paper on top and hot glue it. You have to do all that. So I'm going to plug my hot glue in to start getting it hot. And then, yeah, while it's getting hot, I think I changed my mind. I'm going to wrap these 2 gifts first just because I don't want my son to come in and say, hey, mommy, I'm back from school. And he immediately sees the gifts. So I'm going to wrap the gifts first so he doesn't know what they are. And then I'll start on the advent calendar. So I'll show you guys my progress with the advent calendar. Let's see how much I can get done before my son gets home. I'm going to start the phone. Okay, so here's where we are at the advent calendar. So I have the silver around it. It's looking really ghetto, and you guys aren't going to judge me. Because what happened was I got the wrong size glue sticks unknowingly. So this is what I got at Michael's. I got 2 packs of these, 2 packs of 10. This is the size, right? It's like a regular glue stick. But I have mini glue guns, so this is the size I need. This is the last glue stick that I have from my original pack. So I know now that these packs of glue sticks I bought, the one I opened I can't take it back. The one I did not open I'm taking back, and I'm going to trade it in for the mini glue sticks because the purple one as well only fits the mini size. So regardless, doesn't look pretty, but it's fine. So I have the silver ribbon around it, and I have, you see, wrapping paper on the bottom. So the top is going to have the wrapping paper, but the white side of the wrapping paper. So I've already put a couple things in here, and I'm making a note, because I'm organized, of what each number is so I can remember. So like day 10 for today, I think is, what I put for day 10? Day 10 is to open a gift early. So I bought the 2 gifts today. And tomorrow we're going to watch a holiday movie. Sunday we're going to bake some Christmas cookies together. Monday they'll paint an ornament. I showed you the ornaments I got. Tuesday they can cook dinner with mommy. And, you know, I'm going to fill out everything else. And then again, I have to figure out what they're going to do when they're with my parents. But so that's what I'm doing. I'm just writing them down on little pieces of paper and putting them inside. And then when I put the white wrapping paper on top, I'm going to write numbers 1 through 10 on it. And then since my baby girl's not feeling well, I'll let her go first, and she can just punch number 10 to open it up, and they can open a Christmas gift early. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's completely finished, and I'll show you when I explain to them, because my son walked in on me doing it, but he's never seen an advent calendar, so fortunately he doesn't know what that is. So I'll show, and we'll probably do it in my daughter's room just so she doesn't have to get up out of bed, but I'll show you guys the whole experience. All right, I'm done. It is not pretty. Let me warn you. And also miscounted, so they're not going to do their first thing for the advent calendar today. They're going to do that tomorrow. So, but I explained the concept to them, and I told my daughter she can open the first one. And my son immediately said, can we do this every year? I was like, let's wait to see if you actually enjoy it first. I don't know if you're going to like it. I'm not making no promises. We're trying with the first time this year, and we'll see. So this is what it looks like. I have numbers 1 through 10. Like I said, it's not pretty at all, and I don't care, don't judge me. This is the back, so they don't know what's in it. Now the problem is, I know specifically what I put for each number, right? And even though I have it designed where it looks like a Christmas tree, depending on what angle you put it at, looks like could be a bunch of different angles. So I can only hope and pray that the number one is really the number one. If it's not, we'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. But this is it. So they're gonna open the first one tomorrow, which is open a present early. So I've already wrapped those gifts. The gifts are in my room as opposed to under the tree, so they don't even know that there's like an extra gift. And yeah, so now I'm about to take my son to this teen club, one of the libraries here every Friday, with the exception of like Fridays that are around holidays. Every Friday, they close at 5 o'clock. They reopen at 6 p.m. From 6 to 9, they only allow teenagers to come in. You register online, it's free. They have police officers there to keep them safe, and all the librarians are there. The kids get to play with absolutely everything in the library, the computers, they get to read books, get to like play games, and they always have an activity. So today, they're making their own hot chocolate. And they also provide pizza and drinks for the kids and snacks. And, you know, my son, every Friday is normally movie night in my house. And my son told me last year, Mommy, I think I'm too old for movie night. It's like, okay, you know what? You're a teenager now, you're 14. You have the right to tell me that, to say that this is too babyish for me. I want to do something a little more adult. And so I know I feel a little bad when on Friday nights I'm cuddled up on the couch with my daughter watching a movie and he's just in his room by himself. Occasionally, after I watch a movie with her, I'll have like a game night with him so he can feel like we're still doing something together. But I love the concept of this. You get to be with other kids your age, get to talk to them, hang out with them. One time he went, they did this I walked in to pick him up, and all the kids were dressed in like the headset and this white garb of fencing, and they had lightsabers. It was like some company that does lightsaber demonstration. It's like this would have never happened where we moved from. So I was like, this is cool. You know, it's something he's never been exposed to before. And again, it's all free. We literally pay nothing for this. So I'm about to take him to that because he hasn't been in a while, and I try to let him go at least once a month to hang out with the other kids. So I'm gonna take him to that and then come back. I told my daughter, you know, we'll have something small for dinner. She says she's hungry, but she hasn't had much of an appetite all day. So I was gonna order a pizza, but I just kind of afraid it would go to waste. So I'm just gonna probably warm up some chicken nuggets, maybe a couple French fries, and we'll cuddle somewhere to watch a movie. She still has a fever. I just took her temperature. It's 100.6. Last time I took it was 100.8, so there's slight improvement. But once it gets past, I needed to get to at least like 98 again. Gets to 98, even if it's just 99, then maybe, but it's still in the hundreds, which I don't really like. So I just gave her third dose of medicine. Her next medication, next time she gets medicine, won't be till 9 o'clock. If she wakes up in the morning and she still has a fever and still isn't feeling well, then I'm going to give her the COVID test. Praying to God that she does not have COVID again, because that wouldn't be great. But we'll see. I'm not going to immediately speak that into existence. Right now, we're going to focus on one thing at a time. So right now, I'm going to get ready to take my son to the club. And then we're going to have movie night. And that's going to be my night. So hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful night. Stay warm if you're in an area where it gets cold. And yeah, I'll let you guys tomorrow. Peace. Hey, I almost forgot about the end of the video. I almost forgot that I have to do my not tip of the day, my fact of the day about me. So this is day 4, 3. It's day 3. So day 3 fact about me. Growing up, I was very shy, very insecure, and very, very sensitive. I was just an interesting child. I'm nowhere near what I am now, like at all. But I was very shy, like I said, sensitive, scared of my own shadow. I always describe myself as furniture. I'm there when you need me. If you don't need me, I'm just there against the wall. I'm there just kind of observing, looking around. I didn't really come into my show until I got to college. Actually, not to that bad. I came into my show a little bit in high school, but I really blossomed into this person, to an extrovert, in college. I was nowhere near an extrovert when I was younger. Prior to going to school, no. So yeah, that's a little fact about me. And people wouldn't know that now by me now, because obviously I talk to you guys. I do other videos. I'm very active on social media. I studied public communication, not public communication, I studied public speaking. So no one would guess that that was my personality. But yeah, that was my personality back in the day. So that was my, I know I wasn't calling it day 3 fact, but third day of Christmas, I think is what I was saying. So yeah, that's it.